with everything that's involved. Thresh, for example, is open.
Oh, wow.
Pike is the more aggressive Thresh. We're going for some flair with this last pick. I'm liking Mia in this series.
Right? I feel like Mia's out to get new fans, and this is certainly a way to do it.
When KT locks in Pike, you have to assume every day of the week that it's going to be Snowflower trying to go for a flashy play.
The Genji fans certainly out in force, as you could hear in the fan chants, and already it was in favor of KT. These Qs stop landing from Ruler. This doesn't actually get the proc on the W. Down takes a lot of damage. Double tap in. Okay, not going to be able to get the stun, but now Ruler in a rough spot. Has to use the heal, and Fly's making his way down the flash forward. Life could gobble up Mia if he wants to, but he just gets the stun. Still able to get in there, and that's first blood. Going over to Ruler. Genji taking control of the bottom lane. This is what we expected, and it's about 500, but KT not going to be too worried. Juve himself all right. Is Ruler. Not a lot of mana available here. That's max range, and in comes Umpty. That is the kill, and so easily provided by Mia, who's having a day out.
Didn't see an Aurelia and Aftershock. The temporary tankiness rather than the true tanks are everywhere. Some more trading.
Yep, Juve a lot more burst here. Throws out the ultimate, actually, as Vanguard's edge flies forward. Juve tries to use the ult to get it, as there's the flash forward. Juve still tanking the minions. And Umpty, he's just dashing forward. He's so terrifying. Flashes because he didn't need it to kill Ruler, and picks up his second kill.
Doesn't pick up turret aggro either. Here's Peanut. He's sticking around topside. You're going to try and take down Umpty.
No teleport available from Kingen or BDD, but Peanut will go back, and Umpty, he's so damn strong. Now all of his health's back because of the fact that Aatrox just get
amount of gold you pay for it.
Yep.
And thus, getting that efficiency from the jungle or the mid lane is feeling great. Umpty walks up here, he knows something's happening.
Yeah, spot lane 3 victory party as Gango does have the culling now armed, but there's the knockback. Life does have a stopwatch, and he is going to be able to avoid the ultimate coming in from Mia. Now Fly jumps forward, Cubate's in as well. It's a 5v5, and it's Fly that should be falling first. No! He's even got the proto belt. Vanguard's edge.
No one's
Is it
dead.
enough to get Kingen in there? They have to dive the turret. As BDD, the demonic ascension, flies forward, and now we've got death from below, and Mia wants to get the resets. Fly is going to go down in the end, but doesn't get it with the ultimate, which is the important part. That stops the ultra reset.
The patience from KT to wait for their moment. They knew BDD would get the Tahm Kench down, and the resets could begin. They outfought them there. They had the positioning advantage. Genji couldn't disengage fast.
Fantastic stuff, and it's now a 2-1-1 Pike as well. Pike from behind basically does nothing. Pike from ahead feels pretty damn fantastic. And now Mia gonna help take down this dragon act as well. Peanut, not too many options with the control wards available here for KT's top laner Kingen. He has to slink back into his jungle.
He was spotted on a control ward as he was walking up, but with the Abyssal Voyage coming in, they're trying to stop it back here.
Well, Kingen trying to keep himself alive, does get a nice double stun as Cuvée. He's underneath the turret, but he's still, of course, obscured. And that is going to be...
You'd hope he's going to waste some time. He didn't need to be that far up when they had no information, and yes, they will out-trade because they're ahead elsewhere, but... Again, the bigger takeaway should be just don't walk up when you don't need to.
I feel like opening the map, though, does help KT a little bit. So there is a little bit of overflow effect. KT are allowed to play a little bit more
V's coming in.
reckless abandon, and this is one of the opportunities they have. A long way to get towards these turrets, and Umpty doesn't even care about them as the Q is being stacked up. Juve trying to answer here, but a lot of the damage is being soaked by this Aatrox that can't actually...
Since we last saw the Pike in Korea.
Yep. This is why he saw a stint in the mid lane as See You Later Fly pops out with that claw. Shugi Tower pretty simply taken down. BDD does have a demolished proc here available to help as well. Now, very quiet since then. Morellonomicon is what he's pieced together since. Okay, Ruler taking the first bout of damage here as Vision of Empire right on top of Fly, who gets pulled back in yet again. Mia is the first one to fall down though. Fly finds it as now Umpty trying to dive forward. KT Rolster though haven't found the fight that they were looking for. World Ender almost actually just cancelled out at the end of it as in goes Cuvée. You can see the low health members. He wants to get further forward. That's a real long stun coming in there from Kingen. KeSPA still just so hungry. Peanut fishing for the Q, but Gen.G, I don't think they're going to be able to find too much more now that KT's under the turret.
Good chasing on this one. Gengo's health bar is low. They will not do it. Therefore, his Aurelia might not have been there. Basically wasn't there. Gen.G go 1-for-1, but now they're on Drake, and here's a TP.
Yep, still looking for more as Kingen dives forward. Peanut tries to get over the wall and does so. And Vanguard's edge is thrown in, but there's just no follow-up, so a bit of a waste of it.
Space.
And it's going to get worse and worse as well, we know. Aurelia's scaling ability is Peanut down to about half health. This is not the player you want to lose, as now Death from below is going to seal the deal. Mia will wander back to the Baron pin after gifting BDD a kill's worth of gold.
He's too her usual ability to open space.
And it's going to get worse and worse as well, we know. Aurelia's scaling ability is Peanut down to about half health. This is not the player you want to lose, as now Death from below is going to seal the deal. Mia will wander back to the Baron pin after gifting BDD a kill's worth of gold.
He's too far up. He knows Aatrox is bot side, so he thinks he's fine to poke in his head, but the ward placed earlier and BDD's Death Cap do the rest. That means no smite for 30 seconds, no unsealed spellbook in range. Life does have one. Gen.G can buy time, they have a lot of damage, so starting the Baron is still an element of risk for KT.
Well, Mia's the one checking here as KeSPA wants to try and get some damage onto him. Not going to find stuns, presses all of his buttons, and checks out to see where Gen.G are. Gango now with the culling knows that KeSPA doesn't have another Twilight Shroud, and now KT looking for the backline. Kingen trying to get the resets. He hasn't died yet, but does finally go down as Ruler picks him up life now with the Devourer available, and Ruler over the edge. Now still able to dish out some damage. Gango too far forward. Ruler, have you done it again? And I think the answer might be yes, BDD. He does still have a lot of damage, but that's the triple. The Ezreal is keen on carrying Gen.G back into this series.
And KT Rolster Kingen out of the first fight. This time he commits, but there's no one behind him. He gets no work done. KT with a man advantage, lose a team fight against Gen.G. Peanut shows up and can't believe what happened.
Well, BDD is now still very scary, but Ruler, he's going to ignore it. That's an unofficial quadra kill on the Ezreal. So much damage potential now with this double tier build. He'll have that Seraph so soon. Actually, in fact, had it for that fight. That's why he was just tearing them to shreds, and why this Baron didn't last very long at all.
But all the dominoes lined up, Atlas. I want to be there and celebrate Ruler. We've been doing it all this tournament, but watch what happens with KT. They've chunked someone out. It's a 5v4, and Kingen just suicides in the backline. He does nothing. He basically dies instantly in this fight, and then Life can open up space, and in a 5v4 with an aggressive TP, KT's communication, not having Smeb in the lineup, not having Score in the lineup, is really poor. This is an awful team fight by KT, and when Ruler is this tanky and can have so much space on the enemy, it's no surprise that he picks up 4 kills.
Yep, not a lot of options. And now if we have a look at the gold, it's switched around. 4,000 in favor of Gen.G, Baron buff on their side, so only going to be extending this lead.
Gen.G gifted a Baron here. KT had so much to run of the play in this game. Definitely gonna say thank yous to Kingen if Gen.G take down this game number 3. Kingen
and that's
himself.
a six-item ruler as well.
Yep.
Picked up the Guardian Angel as he went back to the shop. That was outright.
Yes, 1,600 gold now.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice, says Ruler.
This has been a positive addition to my video gaming experience.
KT Rolster was so far ahead in this game, but this is where the bounties come in, and suddenly there's a throw, 1 million gold everywhere, and maybe a dead Gango.
Well, Gango does at least have some pretty quick fingers on that QSS, so he's going to get himself out of the frozen tomb very back. What the heck? Okay, Opti didn't even have time to press the World Ender. So much damage coming out of Ruler. Mia flashes the right direction, but KeSPA says nope. He's going to pick that up with the Q all too easily, and I think this game has just gone to hell in a handbasket for KT Rolster.
Oh, some mental boom here for KT now. This game's just going to end in one go after being ahead for so long in a great spot with no options and a 5v4. KT Rolster are going to lose game 3.
Yep, and it's looking like Gen.G moving into set point in such a great mental position. On the back of Ruler, that's how they do it. Vanguard's Edge thrown out just for some fun as BDD also, he had an R button to press. He's going to do so, but these turrets are not staying alive. The Nexus to follow suit. It was such a good early game from KT. Mia was looking like he was going to have the series of his life, but Gen.G, they got one window, and they jumped all the way through it, all 5 members.
That was a highway robbery from Genji in game number 3. Some smiles there, some concern. Complicated how they played it out until that moment. Kingen and the new teleport, uncancelable, a donation.
Yeah.